my house again. So I'm hoping if I don't get blue screen, this should be the last conquest piece, Hamptonshire. We gotta go kill King Alfred or Alfred, whatever the hell his name is. So I'm hoping this will be the last one because getting these blue screens during story pieces is a little monotonous.
I would like to see what you haven't.
It's definitely getting a little monotonous.
Always a pleasure doing business, Eivor. Done shopping for the day?
Yeah.
I have to go.
Always a pleasure, Eivor.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves the feast buff. We have fully upgraded towns, so we're gonna go ahead and get the buff. Alright. Now... our last piece. I'm still kind of baffled what Bassam has planned. I know he's got something to do with his family, which makes me wonder if Bassam had like some kind of time travel thing, because I don't know. It's weird.
Eivor, you come at Guthrum's call. It is good to see you.
And you, Soma. There's an uneasy peace here. Both armies with their hackles up. Was blood spilled?
No, we took Wareham without resistance. These Saxons accompany their lord as we stand beside Guthrum.
So this fort is not the sum of his ambitions. Guthrum's plan is to bring the Saxons to the table.
If he can win the peace without a fight, he will do so.
And how likely is that?
Just now they sit on their thumbs in the church, talking in circles. Come, I will take you to him.
Who's Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred?
That's right. The King of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate. Seems we have him on the back foot.
Guthrum should be careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue.
Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor.
Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage.
Then give us counsel. Stand by Guthrum, show our strength. The King of Hayseeds will soon be humbled, trust me.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swagger and strength has my attention, Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Wessex has a king, and that king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
You have learned nothing since the Danes came here. Guthrum will not bend his knee, Oathbreaker, just as I would not.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross, and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing contest? If Guthrum has given you his word, then he will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have one day. Do not test the king's patience further, or our men will return to Wareham with force.
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen. Their commander, what did his men cry as he fell? Ula? Uba? Yes, that was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your retreat in Chippenham.
Uber dead? It cannot be. Gods, I will tear that Saxon's skin from his bones if this is true.
Alfred hisses with a snake tongue, but he gains nothing from this lie.
When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day.
You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milk sack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his head.
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We'll burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred.
Burn Wareham to the ground! Make it a Saxon pyre! Iron flame! Burn it all! And you'll feel my axe in your gut. Destroy everything! Remove to splinters! Every great horse you've sent to Valhalla, I'll send 10 to you now. You won't burn Wareham, scum! Jesus Christ! Destroy everything! Their roofs to splinters, their bones to dust! With me, here! Taking you, Saxon! You will not steal our land! Set him ablaze! On the side! Hurry! Need you! Break you! Leave nothing standing! That's enough! Yeah. Let them spare your swords!
sunset this day. We should find Soma.
Stand firm, all! Do not lose your nerve!
This place is routed, Soma.
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of here, along the road. Come on, men! Move!
Saxons ahead! Trip to...
Now I'm ready! His blood soaks your sword!
Done for now!
Cut down the stragglers!
Work with me! Where's your king now, Saxons? Cowering like a mouse! Every soul we meet sent to their god. Let us keep moving.
The ruins are close! Keep moving!
We'll you out, beasting.
Holding hold of you!
Cut down the stragglers!
God damn you!
Blood soaks your soil!
Work with me.
Watch my back. Where's your king now, Saxons? Cowering like a mouse!
Every Saxon is eager to meet their maker! We can rest here a moment. Now, tell me what you know of that breaker of rings. Weak and wretched troll.
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength. He will not be easy to oust.
Fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough. You must find a weakness.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there, and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know. They're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred will warm his heels by the fire, while Uba lies cold in an English field.
I have called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham our final prize?
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The hostages Alfred took. If there is a chance to save them.
We will not lose more friends today. Where are they held?
A place further ahead through this forest. They call it Hampton Blockade.
Soma, ride north to the Thames and lead my allies south. They should be gathered by now.
I will.
Gather on the river passing Chippenham. The rest of you set up camp there. I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become a true leader, Eivor.
There's much to come, Guthrum, before we can rest with mead in our hands and songs in our ears.
I will crush Alfred's skull with my bare hands if Uba is dead.
We cannot dwell on this, even if it's true. If you want the throne, only strategy will deliver it.
Or bloody wrath will steal it. I will follow this Alfred and his heels. Revenge burns within me.
A wise man once told me, we never dash ourselves into hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift.
You turn my face against me, wolf-kissed.
Bear that.
Damn flames!
I took them too hard in my darkest times, my friend.
And Sigurd? He is back with you?
My brother's story is a long one, and for another time. Ridding the land of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to tame.
You almost sound like you respect him, Eivor.
I've come to understand the trials of leadership, Guthrum. It is hard not to, when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands.
This is the blockade. The hostages must be in these buildings. What is your plan?
You can tread quietly so as not to alert the guards. But I can raid this place in moments with my crew.
I will follow your lead.
Let's hit the bastards! Bring them swords!
Sleep, enough skulking!
These Saxons do not deserve compassion. I will wash my blade in their blood.
Like my blood. Hey, Odin's nothing. Just watch.
son. Let's get back to the ship.
There. These are my men.
I told you Guthrum wouldn't leave us here to rot. My God. Many thanks, friend.
Go to the camp near Chippenham. Find your countrymen there.
Good. We'll pay back the Saxons for the insults they heaped on us.
Guthrum, some of your men.
We will not be feasting in Odin's hall tonight, boys.
Are you Guthrum's men?
Aye. Free us and we will fight by your side.
Thank you. Thank you, friend.
Every Saxon who spat at me will die.
You will have your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here to a camp near Chippenham.
Thank you, Eivor. You did a great deed here. Their families were great to come.
I need no thanks, Guthrum. Let us speak. We're safe here. You should join your people at the camp. Even a surprise takes preparation.
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor. You wear it well. You have grown much since last we spoke.
You judged me fairly, Guthrum. Harsh though your words were. But I do not make the same mistake twice.
How is your brother, Sigurd?
He lives, a changed man. But he is free of full case torment. That at least was a deed well done.
Will this all be worth it in the end? Everything we have done? Everything we have sacrificed to win this land? Sometimes I dream of soothed black furrowed earth, and blood seeping from seedlings, poisoning our future.
We must believe our way of life will survive. Our fates are woven, but our deeds forge our destiny.
And so to our final battle. We will wait for you at the camp.
Let the sail out!
Here.
No other man! It spoke of Uba meeting his end at the Avon River, west of Affenture. I fear the worst, but I must know. Won't be gentle if they spot me. I should be cautious around here. Bring the sail in! Tefter, it is good to see you.
I gave you my word. Besides, Alfred's faith is strict and he has no love for pagans.
You have changed much from that god-whipped boy. That is good to see.
I was always him, but my faith was like a veil. I am glad you helped me lift it.
And now another education. You'll see how we Norse bads fight.
I am all aquiver with anticipation.
There you are, Raven.
Lufina, pure. It warms my heart to see you well.
Well as ever. Better since we skinned those Order rats.
I hunted down more in Winchester on Alfred's behalf. Now we come to take his kingdom.
How quickly a coin can flip when tossed from hand to hand. Only a fool is a betting man.
Aye, Hjor. Alfred thought to use me, but he will find differently at Chippenham.
We owe Eivor a lot, my love.
I know.
This last affray, I hope the debt will be clear.
Eivor! It's good to see you.
Erke and Stowe. I released you from your debt, and yet you came.
London is quiet enough, and Stowe here felt the sharp stab of conscience.
Could not let you down, Eivor. That's not what an honorable man does. So here I am, despite my reservations.
And you, Broder. I did not think you would be here either.
I have seen to my brother. Sent him to Valhalla with grave goods. I am done with sorrow, Eivor. Now I am bloody angry.
I know. This last affray, I hope the debt will be cleared. Finir, stand tall. A light heart lifts all those around them.
Ah, Eivor! Who would not be joyous, raving at your side?
And how do you feel about bringing sorrow to the Saxons on their holy day?
It darkens my mood. I have learned some of the Christ Lord's teachings. He preaches peace where our gods delight in battle.
Let their delights be ours, then. We have many battles to wage before the end.
And I will be beside you for them all. My axe ready and my heart stout.
This last affray, I hope the debt will be cleared. I long to return home. Deolav, you have come again at my call.
I have, but this does not sit well with me, Eivor. This is a Christian feast, and the people here are not soldiers.
I come only for Alfred.
Innocents will die for your ambitions. I am your ally now, but after this, I must turn back to Mercia. I have much to repent.
So long as I do not lose your friendship, your oath will be fulfilled. I know. This last affray, I hope the debt will be clear. Gidrich, after Rochester, I was not sure you would come again.
I've chosen my side. It would sooner bet a hog than allow Alfred to pillage the land of love.
Guthrum will trample Alfred's ambitions like weeds in the dirt. Mercia might rise further yet.
Perhaps I shall one day sit upon the throne of all England. King Giedrich the drunken ass.
I'll raise a cup to that. This last affray, I hope the debt will be cleared.
Look, you Saxon bedwetters. Here is a real warrior.
Vili, leave these poor boys alone. Their ears are too delicate for the filth you pour in.
Boys is right. This streak of cat piss is barely off his mother's tit. And the Essex boy has hands like a milkmaid.
Ha! Such fiendish ribaldry between you two. You laugh in the face of fear. Tweak old man Death's beard.
I will do my mother and my lord proud today, Eivor. The Lord knows I've not been the best of sons.
Good to see your spirits high. Fight well, my friends, and we'll feast together in victory.
You soft-cheeked Anglo boys.
This last of Rey, I
Have you
hope the
brought
death
your
will be
mothers
clean.
with you?
My mother is worth 10 of your men.
I do not doubt. I have seen those strong Saxons.
Do you believe the Saxon lord?
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
They came from all over England.
I never thought it possible, Eivor, that you would rally Saxons and Norse under your black-feathered banner.
They see the tyranny of this elf king. He would crush them all under heel and plug their hearts with his god.
So what is the plan, Eivor?
When is their feast day?
A few nights from now, but their revelry has already begun. We should attack now.
That is unwise. Soldiers pace the paths of the village.
Then the night of the feast, under cover of darkness. That is when we will strike.
Ubba will not have died in vain.
We await your instructions, Eivor.
Let us plan our approach. But whatever happens, Alfred is mine.
They are not expecting us. We should not meet much resistance on the way.
Then quietly through the fields. It will already be too late once they see us.
Your young Saxons can be our eyes to the west. Better to keep their soft hands away from the conflict.
My scouts reported that a few nobles have arrived for the festivities already.
Good. If we capture the Thanes, there will be no danger when I confront Alfred.
And we could persuade them to support a new king of Wessex. I will subdue the lords.
Take Deolaf and Tefta with you. They could prove useful in convincing the Thanes. Rhoda, take Etki and Stowe and capture the garrison. Make quick work of any Saxons that dare cross into the village.
Gladly, Eivor.
We each know our parts. May they blunt their swords against our might. Tonight, Wessex's last resistance will crumble.
I follow you, Eivor.
And I.
Be ravening wolves and croaking ravens. Stand firm, your axe arms strong, and together, we will win this final battle. And remember, Alfred is mine. Soma, with me. Everyone else, go quickly to the village. Advance. Be on the lookout for any stray guards. Get to the village and wait for my signal.
If they see me, this will get messy.
Let's smoke the rat out of his guard's house.
Wishing be razene! Flay on! Help! What?
Alfred! Face me, and I will spare the last of Wessex my torch!
Did you think my king would turn his back on you, Eivor? When your knife is smeared with the blood of Wareham?
Stand aside, Goodwin. I come for Alfred.
Alfred is long gone. And this good Christian feast, a cup of honey wine, to trap some wasps.
Where is he?
Calling his allies to his side. All those who wish to see Wessex under one god. You cannot win England with your sorry crew of deluded farmers and godless fools.
At least I wouldn't leave them to die as I scurried through the corn husks like a rat.
You have no understanding of duty, the loyalty I freely give. His plan for England, for the world, is worth the cost of my life.
Then sing your tuneless hymns.
Come, Raven Feeder. Do your worst. Such empty fury. It does not matter if I die, as long as Alfred is safe.
Your life means so little. You are beaten, Goodwin.
Beaten? No, not so. By my death, my lord may live.
Alfred used you, fool. He threw you in my path. For what? He only delays what is inevitable.
Kill me then. It makes no odds. For here you stand, bloody and breathless, no closer to my king, no closer to his throne. This island will never be your home, Eivor. You will not subdue her with vicious force, or win her with cocksure words. We Saxons will always stand firm, shoulder by shoulder against thieves and tyrants, whose envious eyes fall upon England.
No. I will use you as you used me. A few hours in the company of my men, and you will lead us to your Sparrow King.
That I cannot allow.
They came from every house and hovel!
Soma, fall back!
For life! For
bleed! I'll kill you! Come, brothers. Let's end this.
All lends me strength.
You're mine! What a rude rabbit!
This is no time for weep wailing.
There is a black closing in my eyes. It frightens me.
Forgive me, Humboldt.
No. You're my staunch protector, Elrich.
Eivor, have you seen graver wounds?
I will carry him from the fray to that farmhouse there. Did you see Alfred?
No.
I will get you to safety, Hunwald. Stay calm. Hunwald, listen to me. You survived the Battle of Bottleston. Do not let this scratch best you now.
I'm so cold. Has winter come so soon?
You will warm yourself with mead and dancing yet, my friend.
Perhaps not, Eivor. It may be I will sit beside my father soon. Will he be proud of me?
He will pull you to his breast. Sob bright words of welcome and tell you no man ever had a worthier son.
I am glad to have known you, Eivor. My truest.
I should check on Guthrum at the feast hall.
There's the target!
I need you fighting with the rest!
These men will not surrender! And one little cock must have barricaded himself behind that door there!
I will find a way in!
Follow my lead!
It's you! Oh!
I'll take you!
Suffer! 1-2, Professor.
Damn you!
most of them. Make sure the garrison stays under our control. I need to help the others.
Big mistake!
Check out the room at the feast hall. I will find a way in. Must be blocked from the other side.
Give up, you shit! You will regret this unholy interruption! Leave me be, I'm no threat to you! Lead you! No paradise where you're going! Now you pay! For God! You're mine!
Oh, God.
Now you pay! For God!
For fuck's sakes.
I'll kill you!
fucking time. Shit. How many times I had to fucking tie his ass up for it to fucking go through?
They're weakened! Let us finish this!
Time has come for you!
You fucking Wessexians will not move on Mercia!
Stand true! God protects us on his day of feasts! You will not rout us, interlopers! Not on this Christ Mass! These gates defy our God and King! Mongrel!
What the hell?
You will not rout us, interlopers! Not on this Christ Mass! Stand true! God protects us on his day of feasts! You will not rout us, interlopers! Not on this Christ Mass!
That's it! They're fleeing! The last of the Saxons are fleeing! The battle is won!
Let's take it!
I had to fight for fucking hell to tie that some bitch fucking thing up.
They are routed! The city is ours! Wessex will follow!
Guthrum Jarl, we are not without losses. Some of them grave.
Their king is fled! His patsy struck down! Defeat rings loud in their ears, and I will be their lord before the spring is here!
Guthrum, hear me! Soma is... she's gone.
Soma? Dead? She has gone to the endless feast, and is the better for it.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
Yes, there's nothing more to say.
Time to send our friends to their great reward. Will you do the honors?
Nothing awaits them. They lived, they died, and now their bodies will burn to cinders. Their saga ends here.
Well, do not share that with them.
Victory is ours. But it came at a great cost. Soma Jarlskona, who stood at Guthrum's right hand. She will live on in our memories, from now to the end of days. And to Hjor, warrior, husband, and a friend, he made the ultimate sacrifice. I here repay it. And to Humboldt, whose kind heart has now led him to his father's side. May his God welcome him with open arms. Let us send them on their way. All our beloved dead, our fallen warriors, and speed them to their end. Guthrum.
When the Reeve died, did he take comfort in knowing he would soon see his god?
He was strangely peaceful in the end, as if death meant nothing.
We stumble through our years, ravenous, grasping, spilling blood, stealing gold, and it is never enough. This life is never enough. Would it not suit you to know there is something beyond all this? Not war and valor, but quiet and peace?
I think the afterlife men hope for is only a reflection of their regret in this life. All I wish for now is to live among the friends I've made. That is what counts.
Alfred made me swear fealty upon the cross of their god's son. He held such faith in it. A plain, unadorned thing. It burned between my fingers, as if I had pulled it from the fire. A feeling strange and powerful, but gone in an instant. I have not felt its like before.
What will you do now?
Whatever I must do. England is my final home, Eivor. And I will do what it takes to remain.
I should return to Swanborough and tell her of Hunwald's fate. Better the news comes from me than a stranger.
Eivor, good to see you. Eivor?
Swanborough,
No. Gods, no. Don't say it, please, Eivor. Don't say it.
I am sorry.
Oh! My Hunwald! No! My poor swan! Oh, gods!
He fought bravely and turned the tide to secure victory. Your dear Hunwald died a hero and will be so remembered.
Oh, gods. I know he would have fainted to hear such praise from your lips. Thank you, Eivor. Thank you.
He walks among warriors now.
Yes. The lucky man. I imagine he does.
I know words are poor salve for a wounded heart. I will leave you to mourn, and know that we are here for you, always, should you need us.
Alright guys, give me just a couple minutes. I gotta use the restroom really fast. Alright guys, sorry about that, I'm back.
Look at you, Chewie.
Pleasure to see you.
Hamtunscire has fallen, and with it, the Kingdom of Wessex. But the cost was great. Maybe too great for all we gained.
Rest then. You have earned it.
On the backs of so many. Time will tell if it was worth it. I want to see the Alliance map. I have changed my mind. Should we take this to your chamber?
No need.
Alright. This will be the last quest for this game. I'm kind of over the blue screening, so I'll come back to it after they've fixed everything, which would be like 6 months.
Wonder how Halfdan fares, now that he sits on the throne. Moira, is something wrong?
Weep for Northumbria.
Is it Halfdan? Has he gotten worse?
His heart is broken. He's a mere shadow of himself. With Faravid lost and his brothers away, he wallows in paranoia and sadness.
I could speak with him. Where is he now?
Wandering the fields of Pittaringa with his beloved Beonton.
I'll find him. Thank you, Moira.
Pittaringa is in the east. Just follow the road to Scarborough.
Here, I thought.
Hey, what's up, villain?
Ah!
How you been, man?
Let's go.
No, don't go up on land. You know, I gotta fucking look around and shit, and I get fucking this crap. Oh, I've been doing alright, man.
Push down.
Yeah, I've been alright. Haven't been too bad. Just been playing with this frustrating ass game, man.
Show me.
I need to get up to that village. Are you talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Odyssey is by far one of the best.
Nothing but snow. A corpse in its grave.
Stand up, Halfton. I'm taking you back to Jorvik. Up, my lord. You're a king. You're not allowed to sulk. Men bled and died to sit you on that throne. So go, sit.
My brother, Ivar. Did he die well?
He died fighting.
You slew my brother and never said a word. You kept this from me.
It was no secret. Abba knew. Did he not...
Leave me.
I will not. I've come to see you safely home. Now, get up.
I mislaid my hammer. I think Beonton ran off with it, but I'm not well, Eivor.
I'll find your hammer, and then you'll come with me.
I was on my way to Scarborough. If you find my hammer, bring it to me there.
Damn. Oh yeah? You didn't like it because it was long. Role-playing don't get me wrong, okay? Role-playing games are meant to be long. And the way the Assassin's Creeds are, from Assassin's Creed Origins to this one, is a role-playing game. I'll tell you right now, and you'll be able to see this. I've got 117 hours and I just completed the main story. Okay, I've been running around doing all the other shit too with it, but like, you can't buy armor or weapons in this one. You have to run around and find them. And they'll be highlighted kind of like this, gold, but a lot more in a deeper gold. Kind of like this one here would have been. Right? So, and they're all over the damn map. And then, not only do you have the England map, you have the Norway map, you have another map, Vinland. Yeah, Vinland. And then there's another map that I haven't even done anything with this game for the stream. And I don't plan on it either. But it is essentially Asgard, where Odin and Thor and Tyr and Freya and everybody is there. There's a little side story there.
You, big and tall. What's your name?
Eivor, of the Raven clan.
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Come here. Come closer. Do you like to drink?
As I like breathing.
And do you like to flight?
I do.
Well, listen. Here these folk aren't impressed by the speed of your thinking. They will only respect you for how much you're drinking. If you're sober, then leave, for there's naught here for you.
Oh, I will shut your big mouth while I finish my brew.
That's the spirit. Now make your wager. The ale's free to those who flight.
I will buy you around with my winnings. How is that?
Ha! I like this one. Are you ready? What about one more drink before we begin? For luck.
For luck.
Your face is a wreck. You're a blight on the Norse.
Your face brings to mind the arse end of a horse.
Brilliant! 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 Yes! Have another drink. Yes, yes, here's the next one. You're a pig-headed, ugly excuse for a Dane.
Now to look upon you leaves my eyes in great pain.
You're brilliant. You're the smartest person I've ever met.
You hold your own.
Let's have another. I'm a champion, a winner. I'll claim the top prize.
Jag fortalt du.
That was the most incredible fighting I've heard in all my years. You are a wonder.
I would say the same of you, friend.
3 cheers for Eivor, the most masterful wordsmith in all of England.
The story is amazing. The gameplay is really fun. It is very, very buggy though. It crashes a lot. There is a lot to do on this game. Okay, so the flighting that thing that I just did, they can get you. What's that word I'm looking for? Extra dialogue options. The higher your flighting skill is, and right now mine's almost level 5. There is an event going on right now. If you can look past game crashing a lot, you know, yeah, it's good, but if you can't handle, you know, game crashing every few hours, which is about it was every 3 hours roughly, if that. Now it's roughly about 6 hours. Not every person plays the game for 6 hours straight, so you should be alright. It does glitch out here and there. There's definitely some bugs. Me personally, if you're gonna get it, give it a couple of months. Let them get updates into the game that could fix the shit. I mean, yeah, it's been out a month and a half or something like that, but it's still buggy as shit. That's completely up to you. See, like, okay, so these mysteries. Okay, so the blue things are mysteries, and then the white things are relics. Relics are mostly like little tomes and papers. If you remember Assassin's Creed Black Flag, where you had to chase down the sea shanties, they're little papers that floating around somewhere. You have to chase them down. They essentially turn out to be like tattoos, boat designs, hairstyles, shit like that for your character. Then you got, you know, all these things. These ingots. You have to have the ingots to upgrade your gear. I know there's got to be another way to get ingots other than what I can see now, because there's a lot of gear in the game. There's a lot of gear. So like, okay. So ingots will upgrade the rarity. So like this here's flawless, it upgrade the rarity to mythical. That's what the ingots are for. But as far as actually upgrading is where the leather and iron stuff come into play. As you can see, okay, so if you look just below weight where it's got all them little boxes across on that piece of armor, and then like this weapon here is not completely all the way done. And say like this spear right here. I've got 3 levels left on it. I don't have the materials to upgrade it, as you can see. I'm just spamming square right now so you can see that. And then you got the order that you got to go around and kill. In fact, most of them are connected to the story. Little tip though. Okay, so as you're playing through the story, each section. Okay, so let's just say each section. So when you have a story section, they take about 2.5 to 3.5 hours, sometimes 4 hours, depending on what you do. I would complete the story first and then go back to that area and hunt down all the armor pieces in those areas one by one. It's not all of them are locked behind the story, but a good majority of the armors and weapons are locked behind story content, so you have to complete the story to open up, like, say, a locked door or something. And there's... God, I couldn't even tell you how many of those there are. But there's a lot of shit. I can verify Odin's... Okay, Odin's spear, which is the one that I showed you just a minute ago. I can verify Odin's spear itself, Gungnir, is in the game. Apparently Thor's hammer, Thor's armor, Scotty's bow, and King Arthur's sword is in the game, and I couldn't even tell you if there's any other ones, because I've still got all those mysteries to go through. So...
about this land, my friend.
Yeah, like I said, you know, if you can look past the game crashing here and there and, you know... Oh my goodness, my character is so fucking drunk right now. And then here you go, there's another thing for you. Let's start here. Okay, so you'll see little books that are in the golden areas. They'll have like a little book icon. That's how you get all your abilities. That's how you get all your abilities and all your ability upgrades. Now, as far as that goes, you also have passive abilities like Stomp. If you knock an enemy down, you know, you can stomp on them, hopefully get the kill. And you got a giant fucking skill tree to go through. A giant skill tree to go through. And every time you level up, you get 2 skill points, so it makes it easy.
Half drunk needs his hammer.
So, I mean, you know, it's got a lot for it. There is a lot in the game, yes. I'm 117 hours into the game. I've blue screened so many fucking times, and there was an update recently that helped with the stability, but it isn't perfect. Okay, it is not perfect. The blue screens can happen randomly, so it's essentially game crash. That's all it is. On top of that, so here, check this out, right? One, you get a story segment. Let me finish this quest and I'll show you what I mean by each story segment. I'll show you the maps and everything that goes with it. But on top of that, okay, so you get, as you can see down here in the bottom right corner where it shows wealth, mysteries, and artifacts. Wealth is the important piece to get first. That contains ingots for upgrades, skill books to get abilities, armor and weapons. Armor and weapons will be highlighted with like, let's see here. Let me see if I can find one. I think I have most of them. I don't have them all. Okay, so armor and weapons will be highlighted by the same icon, which is this icon right here. Now, some armors and weapons are locked behind, like, the mystery content, or even relics or something, or, hell, when you get into, you know, Winchester down here, you have to go around the whole fucking map fucking hunting down keys just to open up fucking doors, and I'm still missing this one right here. So, I mean, yeah, you can see, okay, so you got fucking this little paper right here. That's gonna be something like a tattoo or a hairstyle or something, while this is one of them tomes that I was telling you about, like a codex. Now, one more little thing that I can show you. Okay, let's see if I can find one. I know they're all over the damn place. Let's see. Okay, right here, as you can see the assassin symbol, there's assassin burrows that you get to go exploring through, finding more codexes and shit. You got a town builder system up here. So, like, everyone, like, I've done all the raids. Okay, there's no raids left for me. They're planning on coming out with a raid that's a continuous type of raid. I don't know what it's supposed to give. I have no fucking clue. I think they need to add an armor system where you get new armors and a whole lot of different armors and weapons in the game. This is what they need to do. They need to fix their bugs, and then when they add the repeatable raids, so you can get gold, silver, that kind of stuff, they should add, like, you know, 150, 200, 300, 400 different weapons and armors, and make an RNG style, because if they're going to be a repeatable raid, you should be able to get armors and weapons out of them. And I think they should have an RNG thing, kind of like Diablo has. Like, man, I want to say, if you're going to take your time with this game, you're looking anywhere, because of how deep this game goes, because it's the Viking era, it's shit that's kind of based off of true history. It's got this big ass map for England. It's got a fairly decent sized map for Norway and Vinland, and a fairly decent sized map for Asgard. You got 4 different maps you can go through. I want to say, you know, if you're a speedrunner, the story could take you anywhere between 60 to 80 hours, and then completing all the rest of the shit if you want. If you want to do all the extra shit, it could be anywhere between 120 to 250 hours at max. That's just my opinion, because, I mean, the mysteries themselves would take about 10 to 20 hours to complete all of them, because you got 4 maps you got to go through and all that extra crap. The relics would take probably twice as long, because you got papers that fly around, you got to chase them, and if you lose track of one of them, because the jumping system on here, when you're running across roofs trying to jump across, is fucking trash. Because if they got a platform just below you, maybe like a couple feet, if you don't hit the X button to jump, she'll drop down instead of jump across. Like, it's fucking stupid. But other than that, I mean, it's a really fucking good game. Just it has quite a few bugs in it. And some of the bugs are very easily looked past.
This hammer is not meant to be thrown, Halfdan. Remember that next time.
My father, Ragnar, he gifted this to me. Took it off a Finnish chief. Still warm with blood when he handed it to me. I had 14 winters.
Ragnar Lothbrok was a great king.
A Finnish arrow killed my mother. A shield maiden she was. As fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. My father swore to kill the men who took her from us. And he did. 14 against 1. But that was years ago in the east. And this is the west, where my father lies dead. A pile of bones in a pit of snakes.
And here we are, still telling stories of his life and deeds.
How did my brother die?
Ivar murdered an innocent man, a good man. He earned the death I gave him.
If the codes of honor demanded his death, you did what had to be done. Beoton, my boy! Come here, boy!
A dog always forgives, but he needs you home. All of Northumbria does.
Do a last thing for me. Light the beacon for all to see, and let it burn.
Here, villain, I'm gonna show you one more thing before I head back to the base camp to show you, like, it's got a town builder, like, for real, like, it takes you forever to fucking get it completed. But I'm gonna show you one more thing. So this is gonna be one of the orders. There should be, like, a little cutscene with it. And then we'll head back to town. Like, you got, as you know, the Vikings TV show does collide with this. Me personally, I would recommend, if you haven't watched the TV show on Hulu for the Vikings TV show, I would recommend watching it for the most part, because you can find, if you do enough exploring, you can find Ragnar's deathbed, which was the pit of snakes on this game. You can find all kinds of fucking silly shit on here, man. It is a good game, and it will keep you occupied for a while. It will get frustrating too, because of all the blue screens that you go through, but for the most part, it is worth the money. But it gets frustrating as hell. Because it can be right in the middle of a cutscene, and then it just says, nope, you're done, and blue screen you out the game.
The other side must be barred.
Yeah, Cold War is good too, but I mean, you know, that's gonna be multiplayer for the most part. But yeah, Cold War is good. It's got a decent story that I didn't get to finish. Apparently there was some bugs with the story on Cold War.
If an evil man brings you biscuits, do you give them to your children?
I would not let good food go to waste.
I would let my children starve. A serpent's gift will always end in malice.
Sweet from evil remains sweet, even if it crumbles quickly in their hands.
Now that was a member of the Order, so I mean every one of them that you kill is gonna have a little cutscene to go with it, and apparently that. All right, now back to Cold War. I don't know how true it is, but people were saying that there was a bug with the third mission of the campaign after you completed it, Fry's Systems. I completed the third mission, had no issues. As far as Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I had a lot of issues and a PlayStation fried due to all the blue screens, but it's not really fried. I mean, like, I could still turn it on. It just got stuck in safe mode because, you know, PlayStation technology's stupid, and PlayStation wants to charge me $100 if I can get it fixed. I don't care, whatever. It's sitting in the closet until I get the money to get it fixed. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey has two different endings. It has a good ending and a bad ending depending on the choices you make through the game. Several different fabled weapons. Me personally, if I was you, depending on if you want to play RPG or if you want to play shooter between newer games, like, I can recommend you to a whole heap of games. Whether you've played any of them or not determines on if you've played any of them or not. If you like games that are similar to Diablo or Diablo 3 or 2 or whatever, I don't know if you ever played it. Path of Exile is an MMO version that's kind of like that. A lot of people try to say it's what Diablo 3 should have been. I just tell them to shut the hell up because Diablo 3 is its own game. Path of Exile is free, and it is its own game. Now, here, let's go into a couple of other games. Okay. If you like any of the Warhammer games, there is a couple of games that they brought out over the past little while that are similar to Diablo. There is Warhammer Inquisitor. I believe it's Inquisitor. I could be wrong. It's Warhammer Inquisitor Martyr, I believe. I believe that's the name of it. It's a really fucking good game. I loved it. It's a top-down shooter. It's a looter shooter, so it's essentially Diablo with guns. Hella fucking fun. Another one is Warhammer Chaos Bane. Persona 5 Royal. Let's see here. Marvel Avengers. Marvel Avengers is a really good game. Marvel Avengers, I can't say it's like Diablo. I mean, it's, you know, it's 3D graphics, whatnot. It's got a full-fledged storyline. Once you beat the first storyline, it opens up more storylines and shit. You got a gear score for each and every character. So, let's say you beat the story, you decide you want to level up Captain America, well, go for it. Captain America get leveled up, and then you got to do it all over with the other characters. Borderlands 3, of course. Everybody's played Borderlands 3. Let's see here. Here's a couple of unknown games. If you ever played Final Fantasy Tactics on the PlayStation 1, where it had the grid-based movement board and shit, Rainbow Moon and the sequel Rainbow Skies, those are good little RPGs. Those take forever and a day to complete. One second, I'm gonna give you a blue screen here. Let me see what else I got here. Tales of Berseria, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Breakpoint's actually really good. They did some adjustments to that. Trials of Mana is good. Vikings, Wolves of Midgard, and Assassin's Creed Origins if you haven't played that one already. Other than that, I couldn't tell you what else I have at the moment because most of my stuff is for download and I don't have everything downloaded, and I would have to jump into my library just to look.
Eivor, a moment of your time.
No, I'll talk to you here in a minute. When it first came out, because the thing about Breakpoint is you have to have the internet to play it, right? So you have to have the internet to play it, and when it first came out, if you remember Ghost Recon Wildlands, how they had the AI teammates, when Breakpoint first came out, because it was MMO style, you had to have internet to play it. It was an online only like deal, almost MMO-ish. You didn't have your AI teammates. Well, they brought out a update a while back, I want to say about a month or two, maybe longer, I'm not sure when it came out. Now you can actually activate to determine if you want your AI teammates or not, and they're actually really fucking OP, honestly. It's a good game. It's a looter shooter, so you're gonna be looking at something similar to like Borderlands. Okay, you kill shit, they might have a piece of armor on them. You open up a chest, you might have a weapon or whatever it's in this chest, and it actually shows what's in the chest. So you can find blueprints, you can find weapons, money, it can be just about anything. It just depends on what is highlighted in that chest on the map. And it's a big ass map. Is it worth the $60 to play it? Depends on how heavy. Yes, I did. Did I beat it? No, because I was last time I played it, I was almost done with it. I think I was like 7 bosses from having all the bosses completed before going to kill the final boss. Something like that. I don't remember. I had most of it done. Breakpoint, last I checked it was 60, and I wouldn't be able to tell you if it was 60 or not because I've already bought it. Give me just a second actually. It might be less because it's a fairly popular game, was a fairly popular game. I don't know if it still is. Another one that you might like, I don't know if you're into them, is Monster... What the hell? Apparently Best Buy has Ghost Recon Breakpoint for $10. The Ubisoft store is $25. That would be for PC. Its original price right now is $40. Plus the $2.40 tax. So you're looking at about $42 and some change. And if you might get lucky because, you know, it's the holiday season, PlayStation likes to throw deals in the PlayStation store, you might be able to get it for cheaper, depending on if it's there in the deals shop. So
between you and me, Eivor, always thought you'd be a good Jarl.
May I see your stores?
I can get you that one easy.
And if you do get this game, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I want to go over a couple of skills that I would recommend to you.
The looks of that one?
That would be, they'll be in your arsenal pretty much permanently, because for me, they're in there permanently. The reason that is because I'm too damn lazy to fucking flip my skills around all the damn time. So
all my pieces are good, but that one's very good.
And armors have a set bonus.
I'm sad to send this one away, but it will make me proud. Nothing else I can do for you?
About you and Bridget. When do you wish to be wed?
The sooner I can make her my wife, the happier I will be. But we are fine to wait until everything is settled here.
Enough waiting. Cool your forge and cover your anvil. Let's get you married.
Wonderful. Shall we gather everyone?
Gather your wife and your courage. I will bring the people together.
Damn, we about to make somebody happy. I think this is the most annoying thing when you're actually playing the game. Fucking game likes to hit the loading scene every fucking time you turn around. And the loading is forever and a day. Like, I've got games that load 10 times faster than this. Like Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is a huge ass fucking game. Loads way faster.
I am honored to stand before you, Gunnar, Bridget, on this bountiful day, to celebrate the strength of your bond and to see you wed. I am in witness of a love that inspires and empowers. I invite you now to speak your vows.
To you, my darling Bridget, I offer this blade, forged in flames that burn as brightly as my heart does for you. A blade as sharp as your wit,
this is the only
as
one that I know
glinting
of.
as your beauty. May it sing through the air as sweetly as your voice meets my ears.
Dio, syd dwi 'di caru ti gynnar. Dwi'n efo am lwcus bod I fi 'di dod o hyd o ti yng nghariad.
And I give you my sword and my promise that I will stand at your side forever.
Hyd fi 'di breuddwydio am ffiwtio yn hun. A di sôn tawolwch yn hope a premonition. Ond dim mount o sgraen a foresight paratoi fi a sweeping adventure meeting ti. Tiw'r enaid fel dim arall. A dyn as strong a bwrdd ti ci. Ac fel as I ffies, mae'r calon yn hedfan dyr y ti.
Such poetry, oh dear. You make me cry, my love.
Let us hedfan efo'n gilydd, tra bywyd and beyond.
I offer you this ring, and take yours in kind. I will wear it with pride and honor, warmed by the love of so perfect a lady.
And I gwisgo fe fel calon, adoration a ffydd am byth.
This is the greatest day of my life. Embrace me, my love.
I have no idea what she was saying.
In matrimony. Now we drink. Randvi, saw you looking a little lonely. Thought I might come and join you.
How nice. Are you enjoying yourself?
I am. I never thought I would see gruff old Gunnar so enraptured by a woman.
Enraptured by anything, for that matter. He's a hard one to read, but I am pleased for him, and for this day of rest and respite. After everything, a few days of feasting will do the people some good. They need this.
They do.
Will you walk with me?
Anywhere. Lead on.
Something has been on my mind for some time. I am no seer, but I foresaw this day long ago. Not Gunnar's marriage, but our situation. Our success.
How do you mean our success?
I mean to say that I saw our settlement flourishing, through our victories in war and in diplomacy. And from the day we set out from Norway, I knew that you would make a fitter leader than Sigurd. It was never in his character to lead. It was always within yours.
I see.
Do you?
You might have warned me.
You would not have listened.
Fair.
I do hope you see it now, in all that you have done for us.
Randvi, you and the people here have done more for me than I could ever repay. I am honored by your faith in me, and your confidence.
As I am honored by your love.
And I by yours.
How do you feel?
Settled at last. At home in my skin. With nothing urgent pushing me forward. A strange feeling. Part of me wishes that Sigurd were here. If only to see how far we have taken his original dream.
Do not worry yourself over his absence. Sigurd's desires are bigger than any man or woman can offer. He longs for something more. Something only he can find.
You're right. He is searching for what he desires most of all. And I have all I desire here beside me.
Shall we find our way back to the wedding? Bridget might give another speech. We must not miss that.
About that, I have not understood a single word of hers since Gloucestershire.
Really? I find she speaks beautifully. With poetry, even.
Are you kidding?
Am I? Come, we should go.
I have a funny feeling that I don't know if it's possible, but it'd be kind of cool if you, like, okay, so you build a relationship with one of the characters in your village or whatever on here. It'd be kind of cool if, you know, you could marry the one that you get in a relationship with.
I think it was nice. I liked the part where they gave each other swords. I'm never getting married. When I get a sword, I am keeping it.
Richard, I gift you a formal welcome to our clan and our family. You are a fine addition to Gunnar's life and to ours.
Diolch Evior. I couldn't be more happy to Boma. Hoping now to wash and accuse me so the years.
Yes, of course. As I say, it is wonderful to have you. Gunnar, you old trout. You're a married man. Never thought I would see the day.
Nor did I. And not for lack of trying.
Alvis, I'm surprised you did not serenade the bride and groom with a verse or two.
Oh, I wished to, I did. But all that came to me were insults and jibes. Another time, I think.
How are the marriage customs in your country, Hytham? Something like this?
Like this in all the most important ways. There are smiles, cheers, and warm embraces. All that is needed, I think.
You've been among us for quite some time, Reda. Are you ready to settle? Make a home here?
For a year or two, perhaps. But I am not the settling kind. I am a wanderer, always searching, never finding. Maybe one day.
Alright, so I will let you know now. And you'll find out for yourself. There, with this Reda kid here, he's the daily and weekly quest person. Right? He's got his own little shop and shit for daily and weekly rewards as well. He makes hints towards characters from older Assassin's Creeds, so be aware of that. I'm not going to tell you who. That would be a spoiler. Especially if you're planning on getting this game. So be prepared to have your... what's that word that I'm looking for? Oh my goodness, what the fuck? Yeah, just... why is that doing that? That is not... What? Okay. I think it's because of the wedding thing. Now, remember, I did say there's a town builder system in this game. The village that we're in right now, you had to build from scrap. You have to go around doing raids to get raw metals or something like that. And supplies. fuck, dude? Right now, my character is permanently fucking drunk, so just be aware of that.
Oh, look at you, Chewie.
Eivor.
What the hell you want?
Eivor.
Petra, you have a look that could quiet the thunder. Is something wrong?
No, everything's fine. Although well, it's not easy.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, I really enjoyed the time we've spent together, Eivor. More than enjoyed. What I'm trying to say here is that I like you, Eivor. And I'd like to go further with you. I thought we might, you know, be together.
Sorry, Petra, but I am already with someone.
I knew that. I was expecting that. What a fool I am.
It's all right. Everything's fine. If anything, I'm flattered.
Well, at least you know how I feel about you. If anything...
Alright, so... last couple things that I can tell you about this game without spoiling anything. Alright, so as you're building up your village, right? As you're building up the village, and it's fucking everywhere.
Show me what lies ahead.
Over here. So you got all this over here and all that over there. That you'll see it because the bird, it'll mark these little things. But okay, you got the hunter's hut and the fishing hut. You actually have to go hunting and fishing to complete these quests. Like you got legendary animal hunts.
All done.
And regular animal hunts. And they give you rewards for completing them, so that's a plus.
Nothing else?
I'm off. Be well, friend.
And the same goes for the fishing hut. And you can't go fishing on this game until... I mean, you kinda can. Kinda. But you can't really go fishing until you've built up the fishing village, and this is the little boy you'll be talking to.
I brought something for you.
Thanks, Eivor.
I must take my leave. So long.
But yeah, that's really the last thing I could tell you about Assassin's Creed Valhalla without ruining too much. If you want to know more, I would say watch some of the older streams, like part 1 through, I want to say roughly part 1 through 5. But like I said, if you're up for the shooter game, the new Call of Duty is really good. Like, they have a feature on there. Okay, well, before I get to the feature that's on it, okay, they got zombies, they got the campaign, they got multiplayer, and then they've got the Warzone shit as well. Here's the feature that I was gonna kind of cover. Let's say you have Call of Duty Modern Warfare and you have it installed on your system and you don't want to switch between games. They have a feature on there where you can play the Black Ops Cold War, or you can choose to play Modern Warfare as long as the game is installed in some way on your system. I do not know how it works if you have the disc base, if you actually need the disc to start the game, because I clicked on it and all it said was you need the game to be installed before you can start the application, to start the game or whatever, but I don't know how it works. Alright, so let's see here. Atlas. Okay, when you go to Atlas here, you've got England, Norway, Finland. And 100,000 freaking fast travel points. You got boat docks for fast travels, and you've got lookout points for fast travels. It's retarded. I'm gonna have to start a brand new character because there is 2 endings to this game, so if you want to see both endings, you'll need to play through it at least twice if you want to see it for yourself without going to watch somebody else's video on it. We're gonna go kill this guy real quick. That way I ain't got nothing else to do up here in the fucking top of the map. That'll be all done. And this will be the last thing I do for this stream because I'm starting to get tired. And I'm getting hungry too, so. I'm gonna go get me something to eat here soon. But you are on my friends list on PlayStation, Villain. I believe we added each other. It's been a while, I forget, and I ain't really been keeping up with everything right now, so.
Has ever witnessed.
Greetings. Is this battlefield yours?
If you want to see Call of Duty and whatnot, get a hold of me.
Stranger, that is what I am. I am vile. I should not be allowed to suckle clean air.
A Drenga kills honorably, with glory and pride. Were these men not innocent?
Many of them were. Many were not. Their blood is now mingled, and it stinks of the iron of my blades. What an end! Beloved Ragnar Lothbrok. He always kept me in check. He steadied the ship of my Hooker. Without him, I have lost my bearings. I scare myself. Not a thread of decency remains. The Drengar I was, I have lost him. Would you end this suffering for me?
You live with a great pain, one that cannot be eased by a Vergild, nor a reckoning.
Yes, you know my pain, and you look as though you could end it. Do this then, a final kindness for an unworthy wretch.
Alright.
Lost Drenga, I will fight you, and help you find what
Have a nice one, Villain.
Loki's children, take me one and all!
One arm has the foe! Beware!
Going to smash you!
Good! Fila, the fetid boy. Let this death be the only good I have done since my master's death.
Odin welcomes all kinds, so long as they war louder and drink faster than the last man.
The forever loading scene, man. Alright guys, I'm done for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like button. And until next time guys, don't forget to have fun. See you guys later. Bye.